Charlotte, welcome back. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I want to build a little bit on your breathing score. I know I mentioned it last time, how you dropped from a 62% to a 45%. That's great. So your breathing score measures all the bleeding and inflammation throughout your mouth. And brushing can help, but so does flossing. It helps just as much. What have you heard about flossing?
It gets rid of the plaque that's built up between your teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Right, from right between the teeth, most likely our toothbrush won't be able to get in those spots. They're tiny little cracks. What kind of floss do you use, or what kind have you heard about?
Well, when I remember, I tend to use floss picks because they're easier for me to use. I'm a little bit too lazy for that string floss.
I understand. Those floss picks help when we're working in the back teeth. Do you mind if I show you how to floss?
Yeah, for sure.
Demo? Of course. So I'm going to start by cutting a long piece of floss.
About how long would you say?
About arm's length and some extra. About that much. Okay. And I believe you're a great candidate for string wax floss. It just takes a minute to get used to it.
Okay. It'll definitely take me a good minute.
Yeah, don't worry. All the time in practice. So now I'm going to wipe one majority of it on one finger.
Okay.
Kind of like this picture right here, you see.
Okay.
One, then. And then I'm going to get on this side. I have about that much left. I'm going to start one on the other side. Not as much, but just still a little bit. Right. So now I have about 2 inches free of space.
Okay.
This is what I'm going to be working with. So now I'm going to gently insert it with my thumbs. My thumbs are kind of like the guide points.
Okay.
Gently seesaw it in, and then I'm going to do a C shape on each side and go up and down. C shape on one side and go up and down. Right? Then I gently move it. Then once I'm out, I'm going to wind the dirty piece and unwind the fresh piece.
Okay.
Still using my thumbs, I'm going to guide the floss in gently. C shape this way, up and down. C shape this way, up and down. Keep going, unwind. Go. Do you want to give it a go?
Yeah, for sure.
Go.
Thank you. And does it matter which finger we wind the floss on?
No, not at all. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Okay, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Do just a little bit on one finger with more on the other.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna have a little bit of space. And can I show you what I did before?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I used to do something like this, just in and out, in and out. Is there something wrong with this method?
So when we're doing it in and out, we're kind of just going in and out quickly. We're not really getting on the sides. We're not cleaning the sides. And when we're snapping it in like that, we're gonna cause little cuts, and that's gonna be really irritating and hurt. It's gonna probably cause you not wanting to floss. You're gonna believe like, oh, it just hurts.
Yeah.
But they're little cuts that happen.
That explains a lot. Well, here are the new methods you just taught me. So I'm gonna use my thumbs as a guide. I'm going to gently seesaw the floss in, doing a C shape on one side, up and down, up and down. And then I'm going to move on to the other side, doing that same C shape, up and down, up and down. And then when I move on to the next tooth, I'm going to wind the dirty and unwind the new. I'm going to do that same C shape, up and down, just like that.
Yes, it's right. That C shape is what really gets deep in the gum and gets all the plaque from out of there. About how often do you think it's necessary to floss?
Well, you know me, I only floss when necessary or when I remember. But I would say probably just one time a day, maybe.
Flossing once a day, though, is what we should be doing every day. Okay?
Okay.
What else do you believe improves once we floss regularly?
Probably like the plaque we have in our tooth and between our teeth gets reduced, and we probably have a little bit less inflammation.
Yes. So flossing along with toothbrushing can reverse gingivitis like we mentioned before, but also like we mentioned, this is going to be a good oral hygiene habit we want to attain that will arrest or stop periodontal disease right where it is, okay? That's what we want to do. We want to stop it right where it is, right? So now that we mentioned flossing and we went all over our goals, we know floss at least once a day. Flossing 2 times a day is what will give us an extra cleanliness feeling. And now I'm going to discuss some goals that I want us to be able to attain.
Okay,
I want
yeah.
you to be able to attain. So, the first short-term goal I want to share with you is I want your bleeding score to drop 20% at each visit.
Okay.
Right. I also want you to define periodontal disease and what causes periodontal disease by our next visit.
Okay.
Alright? And I also want you to start flossing at least once a day and be able to demonstrate flossing by your appointment on December 6, 2022.
Okay.
Do you believe these short goals are attainable to you?
Yeah, they sound good, but flossing once a day will definitely be a challenge for me.
Of course, I understand. So, we should always give a new change at least 2 weeks before we decide to give up or it's not for us. That will try to help us keep us on track, and before we know it, we'll be used to it.
Mm-hmm.
If you do have more problems, though, we can always modify a goal.
Okay.
Alright. I also have one more long-term goal I want to share with you. I want you to halt the progression of periodontal disease and drop your bleeding score by 0%. This should be attained along with your other goal, which is maintain and reduce to a plaque score of 0.5. Both of these goals should be done by April the 30th of 2023. Right? What do you think about these goals, Estrella? That long-term goal.
I think that long-term goal is definitely going to be attainable with that amount of time I have.
That's great, Estrella. I'm glad you're super confident. I'll see you next visit, okay?
Okay, thank you.